the story of how I became customer care manager was quite an interesting one. We'd had some consultants in, and it was determined that the company needed and would benefit from someone to centralise customer care and customer service. And I was asked to join the directors for a meeting and offered the position to work into. And it didn't take much thinking to know that I wouldn't want someone else to do this role, so I said yes to it. And one of the sort of stipulations that I had was that I would need to be trained on it, because this was the first time that I was undertaking a management position and this kind of level of responsibility. So from there, the directors were very supportive and said anything that they needed or they could provide to me, they would try their best to support me on that. And then within a few weeks, I was enrolled in a management course up at the local college to take my level 5 in management and leadership. And throughout there, the directors often have an open door policy. So speaking to any one of them about how their previous experiences and their current experiences inform their decision making was really nice to have. And most recently, I have completed my master's degree because I wanted to do more. Now I'm working on governance and compliance, and that's what I've worked to do with strategy. It was the next sort of evolution in where I'm working now, which is in the sort of corporate governance field, to really understand how I could take external information and knowledge and bring it into the business. My team are an incredible source of support, and in different times they're there for you when it's a tough time, because to say that it's all sunshines and rainbows is just false. So when it's tough and when there's crunch times and there's deadlines, you get an immense amount of support from your team and then your wider colleagues at large. So there's support where you look for it throughout the business, for your professional development and for your operational activities. I think the main piece of advice that I wish someone would have told me was that my opinion is valid and is equal and has strength. And sometimes women as a group, we tend to think that our opinions or our beliefs or our skills are not going to be valued to the same weight. But I have always been brought up with a strong belief that if I've earned a seat at that table, it's not because I'm a woman, it's because of my own skill and my own merit and what I can bring to whatever table that discussion's at. So if you're invited to sit at a management table, then you've earned the right to be there because of your skill, your experience, and what you can offer. So do just really have confidence in the conviction that you're there for a reason. Right now, my team, I have a team of very capable, experienced, fabulous women, and they inspire me to do better at my own job and to really push what they need for in either their personal development, their professional development, and they encourage me to do better. So the team are the immediate people who inspire me at the moment. Aspirational is a bit different for me, so there's things that you aspire to be, but I do prefer people who you can relate to, who you can sort of see their stories. And my dad was a big inspiration to me because he definitely instilled in me don't take any stick from anyone. You have a right to ask a question. Just because someone's older than you or they've been doing the thing longer than you doesn't mean that they can't be wrong. So he really pushed me on that. I have a very strong set of females in my family. My nana was booking trends. My great grandfather, he didn't want to discriminate against any of his children. So as a child, he used to box, and he taught her to box because he didn't want her to be left out. I have my other grandmother was just so strong, and so she stuck to her guns. She wouldn't change who she was if she believed that it was true to her. So those are real people who, in the face of difficult circumstances or when the cards are truly stacked against them, demonstrating that they can do what they set out to do is truly inspirational. And Oprah. Because why not? It would have to be Mark, Thomas and Michael, the company directors at EXA. Over the past 12 years, there's been things that I've suggested that we should try and do. And whilst they might not have fully understood where I was going, they had faith that I could deliver on that. So from bringing in processes and procedures to refine like sales administration stuff, to wanting to introduce a customer services team that dealt with things in a particular way, to wanting to take on a brand new system of compliance for the IMS work. They've had faith in every way that I could do the things I've been asked to deliver, and they've allowed me to put my concepts into practice. They've also supported me. I've been through much training here, so I've done my management course. I did through EXA and through the support of the directors, and I've recently finished my master's degree, and that was something that Thomas, my line manager at the time, fully championed me doing. I've been allowed to bring ideas and concepts to the table and have them listened to, and I've had 6 different jobs at EXA through their support. Previous places where I've worked at, not to say that the work that I did do wasn't important, but going from a telemarketer to a head of a department, I don't see where I would have done that anywhere else.